Alright, sorry about that. Hopefully you should be able to see and hear me now. Yep. I had my router dumped. So I did a little bit of reboot and it looks like everything is... Internet can totally see you. Okay. Oh, just wait for everybody to shuffle back in. Sorry about that. Gotta love technology. Alright, so still got a little bit of see if I can reduce the rate a little bit. Alright, 5 of you back. Okay, what's up my treaty people? Hi Matt. What's going on there, Shom? Yes, technology is great when it works. Alright, so enough BSing. Talked a lot. Dumped the stream. Yes, I'm back up. Wish there was a way to tell everybody. Now I got 10 people are back. Like I said, I'm not going to be on for too long. I'm definitely ain't going to be up till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I do have to work in the morning. So, I mean, it's almost 9 o'clock, so a couple hours of work. Hanging out. Chewing the cud. Alright, so let us get a closer look at what's going to happen here. Alright, so this guy here, I'll make the face cam, I think. But I need to reboot him. And I gotta get out of the studio mode. Trying to reload this camera. There we go. Alright, so we're going to do it like that. So first and foremost, I've got to get this. The bearings are up underneath here. So I've got to get this out of the way. I'm going to loosen my belt tensioner. And remove the belt from the stepper motor back here. Noisy, huh? So that's kind of what I'm trying to fix. Ain't that, this is so simple. It's like move these little tabs, slide the bar out, set it aside. Uh-oh. Pull the rod out, set it aside. Ta-da! I'm going to go ahead and disconnect that. I'm going to do it like that. There's my bearings. The only thing I don't have is because I got that's an E3D V6. So yeah, that's why. Okay, so I'm gonna need my snap ring tool. Okay, I'll be here for a couple of hours showing. Okay, I'm going to put the 90 degrees on. Yep. Got to make sure you got the right direction. There's two ways to use this. One to open it, one to close it. Of course, put them on backwards. Yeah, I'm there's a right tool for every job, you know? And you could either use the right tool the right way and make life easy, or you could use that tool the wrong way and make your life a living hell. My biggest problem right now is seeing, so attempt to throw some light on the subject. A little better. Alright, I got to remove this that is holding me back, so I've got to remove it so that I can freely go about my business here. Okay. Alright, now work a little bit more comfortable. Can't see the chat really good. Yeah, do it the right way. Where's the fun in that? Well, I guess printing stuff is the fun part. So, alright, I think one of the other problems is that there are two different sizes. I think that this might be a little small. Just not making it inside that little hole. Oh, I'm dropping things. Spring loaded. Ah! I got butter on my fingers or something. Good thing I didn't make a video about this. I'd have been kicking myself in the butt right now. Alright, what's going on over here? Use the straight one, you think, huh? Well, we'll see what happens. That fit. See, that's about the angle with the straight ones. I got it. Ta-da! Alright, so should be just a matter about pushing this right out. There's the old one. And insert the new one. Now I'll get this ring back in. These pliers kind of bent on me, so I wouldn't suggest getting these because it kind of suck. Let's see if the straight ones work better. C-clip, yes, these are like a high tension ones too. I don't know. I'm going to use the straight ones, see if they get me a little bit better angle of the dangle. This thing's kind of a little pain in the butt. quality parts right here. Where's this made at? Okay. I believe it's in. Ah, now it's in. Alright, number 2. Only got to do this 7 more times. Well, I'm hoping that this thing quiets down for sure. Just had it. Damn, things are spinning on me. See what's happening is they're crossing. Kind of cheesy. Not happy about that. Oh, that's already done. Look at that. Son of a gun. Autocraft, huh? Alright, I'm going back to... Oh, geez. Let's go. Oh, that's too much in my face. This guy. Not at a good angle here. Apologize. Hope I'm not boring you. Yeah, these things are crap. I figured, oh, it's just a 3D printer. I could go with the cheaper ones. Still, it's like $13 for this kit, you know? 13 bucks is 13 bucks. You son of a gun. why I'm not a mechanic, you know. I don't know what the hell is going on here. I gotta get a different monitor just for the chat, I think. This is backwards from the way they're supposed to be. Yeah. Okay, yes, the 2-hour live stream was spent just changing his bearings. Starting to sweat now, which isn't a good thing. Ah, scribe, huh? I'm going to try this one more time. I'm going to go at a different one for a second. Had it. I think the tip broke or bent. It did too. Of course, you guys are just looking at me because I'm not paying attention to what I'm looking at. Hold on, fellas. These things are so good. They bent on me. I had this one almost out. Got it. 2 down. Now back in. Ah. Okay. By the time I get to the 4th one, I will be very proficient at this.
The key is kind of to get it to squeeze and then try to pry something underneath it really quick. Come on. Dun dun dun. Piece of crap you are. I got like half of it out. Well, that didn't work. Trying to spin it around. Three down. Okay. Back to this last one that's kicking my butt. Come on. I think I am. I'm going to take this back tomorrow. Tom, this is a piece of crap. Well, what were you trying to work on, sir? 3D printer? A what? Holy crap. Struggle is real, boys and girls, if there's any watching. Oh, I just added too. I can only imagine what you guys are saying in chat right now. But here in a second, I'm gonna stop and check it out because I know you probably. I'm hoping that you're getting a kick out of this. But it just goes to show, you know, nothing ever goes as planned. Yay! Got it. 3 more to go. Yeah, because we still got to do the X carriage as well. In you go. I didn't do that on my monoprice maker select because there's a whole lot more involved of getting that X carriage off than it is for the Anet. Because I could pull these rods just like I did on this bed and get them fixed real easy. Alright, so next I'm going to show you what I got. So this is my bed right there, see? That's not good. So let us set this aside for a moment. And bring you guys back over here. And catch up with this chat real quick. Have to find... Yeah, good pair of needle nose. Oh, yeah. Holy crap. That was a joke. What did you miss? Oh, I got 4 of the... Was that 4? Yeah, I got 4 bearings changed. It's okay. You didn't miss. You missed me sweating. These things, I'll tell you. What I needed. See how close they are? They needed to be closer in order to collapse that ring enough in order for me to... Yes, because, which I got to ask him about this. Brian included a filament runout sensor, and normally that would execute an M600 in order to change the filament. So, yes. Yeah. Tell me about it there, King Beetle. You with a pair of flush cutters took 45 minutes? Yeah, alright. So, what I'm planning on doing with this bed, let's take another look at it real quick. I wish there was a way that I could... No, that's only going to work temporarily. Base cam. Yeah, that'll work. Face cam, and that way I can look this way because my chat's over there.
I need to get a way where I can get my chat like right up in front of me. Okay. And I must miscalculated. I won't have one lone bearing. I had 4 and I had 7. Okay, so yeah. I had 10, used 3 on him, and then I just used 4, and I got 3 left. 10. Okay. Okay. So, let's see what we can do on this puppy right here. My little janky setup here to keep my wires from... I had a cable chain on this when I originally started upgrading it. And then of course something went wrong and everything's in the cable chain then. And made a pain in the butt to work on anything. So, that being said, the cable chain disappeared. I'm going to try to get this connector out of here. And I'm afraid it might be melted right into that jacket. So, that being said, let's take a look at this again very quick. So you got the center 2 and the outside 2. Let me see, I just how can we I mean I can make a permanent connection and solder, and I think that's probably what I'm going to end up doing here. But then of course it is a permanent connection at that point. The only other thing I could do would be to I'm just going to do it. What do I got to lose? I got the soldering iron out. Anybody else have this bed problem where the wires were off? What would you do to fix it? My solder just unsprung on itself. Gotta get some power up in here. I am making a mess. I plan on eventually having a whole different workspace. A whole lot bigger, a whole lot better. Takes time for these kind of things, people. Takes time. Alright, what's going on? Oh, with the spade clips, Well, what I will make sure that I do is I'm going to take this connector and I'm going to take it down to my local electronics place, and maybe they will have a comparable replacement. Little janky of a setup. What have we got to lose? I smell the heating of the soldering iron. Alright, so Christmas and then blue and black. Okay. Is it hot enough yet? Not yet. Seen those automatic soldering guns where they've got it built right in, solders like spools itself. It's almost like a soldering extruder. Just tinning these right now. Careful where I'm pointing my soldering gun. It's one of these situations where you need a third hand.
Come on. Okay, that's what's going on. I actually, I do have, um, I have a vinyl cutter. The Cricut is my vinyl cutter. So yes, I am soldering these directly to its leads. I normally, when I print with my heated bed, I don't normally print. Those two are not supposed to be connected there. I normally only print, because I normally don't print PL or, ABS. I normally just print with a 50-degree bed. And I really don't ever have, as long as I get my good squish with my test of goo, works pretty good. Okay, here we go. Maybe. And I'm rethinking this whole idea right here, right now, just so you know. It's not sticking together very well at all. Alright, let's go in here. What y'all saying? What y'all saying? What y'all doing? Alright, I have to deal with a horrible lighting situation I got going on right now. What's happening? That's nice. That would be a good thing to have. It doesn't like to stick to this. So, that being said, I'm also not seeing very well. I'm just making excuses right now. Sorry. I think I got it that time. Yay! Okay, now the green. That one did a little better. This might just be a temporary. Going much better now. Alright, let's just clean these up a little bit. Focus doesn't want to work too good, but it appears I got everything good. Now the fun part is going to be getting this belt back laced properly. Whoop! Butter. I got butter. Okay. Things wired back up. Belts hooked back up. Should be a matter of just rod back in. Let's see if we can get a better angle. We can just slide this into there. A little hole in the back as well. There. Lock back into place. Now these are a little bit damn it. This camera has a little Velcro strap and it gets stuck on my slipper all the time, and it just got stuck to my slipper. Sorry about that rudeness. Alright, so where was I? I'm going to check the chat real quick. Is it a Prushi yet? No. Should it be? Well, I'll tell you. I wasted my Prushi money on a piece of crap computer. Alright. Just a little isopropyl alcohol, a little for the desk. Let's give them a good wipe. I'm gonna pull this guy back out and do the same. Okay. Woohoo! Listen to that difference. Belt back on. Good tension. Okay. Let's see what's going on in the chat. I should add some shrink tube. Yes. Yes, I should. And I actually have some. Like I said,
This is a temporary fix because I'm going to find something at the electronics store that is going to be a little bit more suitable and trustworthy and long lasting. Alright, so next I got I gotta do that again now. Got a belt tensioning guy right here. Which is only going to allow me, alright, good. That one's going to move freely. I don't know if you can see this well. But basically, let's see if I can get the camera over here. There's a belt tensioning thing right here, which kind of blocked both of those holes. But I'm just going to pull this whole threaded rod, or this, not threaded rod, but this whole guy right out like that. And then this guy. Should come out just as easy. Now I have access to this guy. So, just so that we're not like hurting any of the electronics, I can easily no, I was going to print a different mount, but this one, I found something, that's what's printing right now, that's hopefully going to I'm just gonna find a screwdriver. Where did my screwdriver go? Oh, let's see. How do I tension the Maker Select? Well, I have the Titan Arrow mounted on the one, and he got a special mount, and I really just grabbed a hold of it with a pair of pliers and just kind of pulled on it really good, and then interlocked it with itself. And I do have one of those kind of like the springy things on it as well. But as far as the bed goes, I do not have a tensioner. I just kind of tensioned it and tightened it, and you go. So I do have to come up with something for that. I know for a couple of different 3D printed type styles, you have to actually do some drilling inside of the metal frame and stuff. Now my CR10 did go back down. I was going to mention that earlier, but I did some rearranging. And moved it to a different spot. I know there's a plug for this. Started printing out a couple things, and well, that just bites right there, right down to the last thing. And I kept going into a thermal, and I wasted probably a good quarter of a roll of filament trying to get one model printed. So I got some more work to do on that thing too, so. I'm just trying to get this free of all of its electronics so I don't have to be more cautious than I have to be. And I really do have some grease on my fingers or something. I've got a major case of the dropsies. Of course, with me breaking everything recently, I really shouldn't be doing this at all. Okay. I'll set that aside for now. So now I've got three more of these clips to get out. But, like I said, I was getting good at it. Snap ring time, yes. Bam! Got it. Ta-da! Yes. I'm winning this time, Ron. I win this time, gentlemen and ladies, if there still is any. All right, that meant much better, much better, much better. Woohoo! Jessica, what's going on? Yeah, that time they went in much quicker, much better. Alright, so now the fun part is to put this all back together. But let's give these guys a nice little cleaning as well. Let me re-angle this light a little bit so it's not affecting the cameras. Not too far, Matt. Not too far. Alright, so this guy's going to go in front. Just like that. Beautiful. Oh, listen to that. Oh, listen. What do you hear? Nothing. Okay. Oh, this might be a whole new printer. Because I'll tell you, I got this thing tweaked so it prints really good. It did. But, ooh, sticky. There was so much hairspray that I used. It's like sticking in my finger. Because I used to use hairspray till I discovered Tesla Goo. If you guys haven't got any yet, I'm just saying. Lasts a long time and it just works. Just works. PETG, TPU, PLA, supposedly ABS. I haven't tested any ABS with it yet, but that's much better. All right. Never unplugged my soldering iron. Hoping y'all can see this. Round and round, comes around, goes around. So tell me why. That's much smoother now. Alright, got some chat going on here. Let me check the chat, see what's happening. I've been good. I don't remember exactly what the problems were that you were having before. Maybe you can refresh my memory. Oh, I am proud to say that I am 45 years old young, and I'll tell you, I'm not going to go on too much more about this, but I quit smoking and I feel a lot better, guys. I really do. So I've been sticking with it. I've been committed, and yeah, I'm 45 years young this past August. Okay, so now what I've got to do is put some of this back together, but I need to eject this guy. This is PETG, by the way. I was printing PETG with him, her, it. This is actually one of the last prints that I printed on the Anet. This is my design, just something wacky that I was trying to do. This actually fits 1/2" EMT, and I was going to use it as a filament holder, but I ended up coming up with slightly different design. This is for threaded rod, but this one's for 1/2" EMT. Not just kind of hangs on there on my shelf, but anywho's, I digress. So this mount that I'm actually printing, let's actually take a peek at that real quick and see how much time we got left. We got Mo right there. Not working very clear. There we go. So that is actually Mo printing, but let's take a look real quick. I only got 30 minutes left of printing time left on that. So that being said, that's going to be for my sensor, but there's a small little issue with that, and it being that it's for an 18 millimeter, and I have a 12 millimeter. So what I'm going to end up having to do is make a little washer, like bushing kind of thing. If it if it fits, because part of it actually, let me get a little closer. This part right here is what locks onto this, and then this goes over the fan, or goes over the heat sink. But the part that I'm printing actually takes place of this as well as this, but for a different mount. But the holes line up, so I'm hoping that everything will just line right up. So that being said, let's just go over the checklist here real quick. So I've replaced the bearings, I fixed the bed. Now basically what I got left to do is my pot hat and the bootloader and the firmware and the sensor. So, what time we got? It's 10, quarter after 10. All right, let me catch up on this chat real quick. And we'll let that thing print a little bit longer and see. Yes, I won. Yeah, these bearings were definitely not cheap. Well, not something I really like to brag about, but actually I was working on, what was it? I was working on one of the videos, and I think I was recording, and I forgot to turn the soldering iron off, and when I woke up the next morning it was still on, and it was resting on my sunglasses right across the bow, and it had like totally destroyed my glasses, my riding glasses too. So it wasn't good. This was my original plan. This just goes right on the back of the bearing, just kind of threads right in. But it turns out that the back side of those bearings is not threaded. So that being said, this plan didn't work for a little while. What's going on, One Res? For a little bit before the stream, before I actually got this started, there was a couple of different models. Let me go over here and see if I can show you this was the model that I was intending. Let's kill this chat. You have to figure that one out. And it's, of course, once again, it's got, an 18 millimeter hole for the sensor, and I don't have an 18 millimeter sensor for this, which I'm still going to have to turn around and design something for that guy over there anyways, which that's actually, did you know that you now buy the bed leveling sensor? This thermistor on it for eBay, and you can also buy the filament runout sensor as well. Yes, but I'm dealing with individuals. Like my auto bed leveling sensor is a TH3D. It's his design, it's his board, and the actually Brian has one himself as well. But the Pi is you know, one of us guys, a maker that's making stuff for the rest of the community, instead of some big company just putting out a bunch of stuff and not doing any type of quality control whatsoever. So, but so hopefully the mount that I'm let's see if I can this is what I got going on now, and as you see, it clips right onto the E3D, and I'll have to remount my fan to it, but it's got a place for the sensor built right into it. So hopefully everything will line up. Oh, Alice. Nice. I have my Anet is let's see, let's watch this part print here. Where am I? There I am. Let's kill the chat. We're gonna add video capturing device, webcam. Hey, hello. Let's make it like that. What was I saying now? I totally lost my train of thought. Oh, names. My Anet is Anet. It just works. It's also my son's mother's name. And I hate that thing. Oh, I see. I said that out loud. Sorry. We got Mo printing in the background. Mo. Ghost over there. Mo. You mow your yard. I got him at a yard sale. Boom, boom. Got Christine for the CR10. Christen. Got Cubert, the Anycubic Castle. I've got John the Piper, because in memorial of a journeyman I used to work with who passed away. And of course you got the Mini over there. Was that? And then Yolanda, which was my YOLO purchase. I made a YOLO purchase, made a video about it. I just went in the store one day and bought a new printer. So I said, YOLO, you only live once. What else? Was that all of them? Yeah. Excuse me. So anywho, let's see what's going to happen here next. Let's, I guess, while I'm doing this, let's power it up and see what happens. I'm going to have to hold some things out of the way, but I should be able to home everything. So let's see if I can do that. And then I'm going to start getting the Pi ready. So I kind of got this jankily wired up, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to put a power supply on it, because I don't know if you can see this, but it's like all kinds. I got my switch up here, which it kind of acts as the switch on the front of your computer. Just press it and everything comes on. And it looks like everything's working at least. Fan on, nothing there. Let us home it. Home all. Here we go. Nice. Okay, so we know it all works still. Much quieter. So yeah. We're pretty much going to ditch this old power supply, which I have my lights tied into, wire knots. You tell electrician's been in here. Look at, oh yeah, I got wire knots. It's just an LED strip that I have. It's up underneath here. I'll have to get that hooked in somehow. This is one of my early designs. Something I designed out for this button. Just got it so this hole actually lines up with a hole on the frame. And it just allowed me to turn it on and off. I got this light pointing right at that camera. Sorry about that. I gotta work on the lighting in this room for sure. So now, the only other thing is that all of these wires are hooked up to my, not only my printer, the printer itself, but I'm also wired into MOSFETs. Alright. So, the sink, just gonna do a wacky hacky. This power supply is no longer going to be usable as of right now. Goodbye. Except for I will keep this switch, because it's a good switch. Alright, now I got all this other jinkety junkety up in here. It's a limit switch. This guy right here is the one that's going to get eliminated. Alright. Get some milk. No smoke, take a picture of it. Alright, so this guy right here. That's my fan. I think that's my thermostat. I really need to go get my eyes looked at. I had LASIK surgery done years ago, and I didn't have to wear glasses. And then suddenly I'm starting to have to use them again. So I'm probably due for another eye exam. He's probably going to tell me I'm blind. Alright. So, I am just going to reuse a lot of these wires. But I don't know if I need all of them. I got 1, 2, 4, 6. I got 2 wires ran for each terminal. Alright, let's get this pie out and let's take a look. So, ground max total load current 36. Okay, so I'm going to have to get, I don't know, is Brian, are you still here? Mr. Brian? Raspberry Pi guy? Or Raspberry ATX power hat guy? No? Alright. Anywho, I'm going to end up putting, what do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll probably go with 3 under one and 3 under the other. Got 2 places for ground, 2 places for, then I also got that guy there. This guy. So, see, I got lights just like hooked up. It's a little eyeball light, 12 volt source, just tied into the power supply. That's like, didn't matter. I think I am gonna clean this up a little bit. Yeah, this is the original Anet, and those lights are 12 volts, not 5 volts. So I do have a bed and a nozzle MOSFET on this. So none of the actual draw from the heaters is going through the Anet board, and it's been like that pretty much
since the get-go. It's definitely a rat's nest. Alright, that's back. Basically gonna eliminate one of wire from each one. I don't know why I ran it parallel, other than once I cut that connector, I had to put the wire somewhere, so I figured, what the heck? Why not have parallel feeds? And it's been running ever since. I never had any electrical problems with this guy. How many people hanging out? We got 10 of us? That's alright. 10 friendly faces on a Sunday evening. It's nice having this thing bolted right down. I don't want to move. Can't go nowhere. Now there actually is an app, or not an app, but a plugin that's got to be installed with this on Octoprint in order for the Pi Hat to work right, which is a direct from Brian. I believe he's the developer of it. It actually works pretty good. Definitely an instant on, instant off kind of situation. Kind of like an emergency switch. It just kind of like turns it right off. Lost track of that. Where'd you go? There you are. Alright. This loose wire here, and I'm not really sure where it goes. Where, oh where did that come from? I really don't know right now. So almost thinking it's a fan. I don't know. We'll find out. Alright, so now all my wires have been rerouted a little bit, lessened a little bit. Let's clean some stuff up. Some haircuts. Getting close over there on that part. Alright, so yellow is going to be my positive. See what I'm doing a little bit better. Everybody's leaving me. Nice and tight. Oh, I'll make sure I go to the right terminal. Okay, now I have to relinquish this pie from its case. I actually have an extra pie right now, so I need to get another printer. So I have another pie for, because I have a pie for it, so I have to get a printer. Instead of getting a pie for a printer, I need a printer for a pie. No, saving up. Coming up. March. I think I might have not done enough research on the model of printer that I wanted. And definitely a little bit more than I plan on spending. I wonder if I can leave that on there. So basically what this is going to allow me to do is to not have a cord plugged into my pie. That's it, done. Would be cool if I could like mount it somehow up onto that. Well, figure out something for that. Like that. Look at that, I even got little connectors left for, got 12 and 5 volts right there. Alright, some chat's happening. Let me see. Layer shift works good, huh? Let's layer shift, and it's a fan shroud, huh? Let's see. Talking about that guy? Wow, that is something else right there. That must have been fun to model. Tinkercad, huh? All right, man. Have fun with that game. I actually gave up gaming to start my YouTube channel, believe it or not. I was playing this game and it consumed 12 hours plus of my Saturday, every Saturday, for months. It's crazy. Okay, so what we're about to experience, I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen, but we'll find out. It looks like my part just finished. I've got Pi power. Let's go bring this down to here. Bring this over here. And
that. Yeah, I don't even know where my computer or my game system is, so. All I need to find out is why my just hoping it didn't pick it up on the oh, here I am. Let's come back over here. Alright, I just gotta find out if it changed its IP on me. I think it did. It did. Okay. $14. Come on. Hey. Change the IP on me, so I have to. Yes, I'm gonna save. I don't have that part of it. Alright, so what I have to do is I have to do a few little editing in order to make it so that my I'm going to delete that. A couple of these plugins will actually interfere with the Pi Hat plugin, which before I'm just going to get rid of a couple of these things first, and then I have to actually do a little updating. PCU control. No phone, no music for me. Oh no. Just got to get rid of a couple of plugins. Delete that. Just making sure before I reboot it. Multicolor Octolapse, which I am taking Octolapse right off. Why do I have to stop eating Mexican food before I start streaming? I didn't eat any Mexican food. But what are you accusing me of? Alright, let's reboot this guy right now. Alright, good night, Sean. Alright, so we got to do a little Raspberry Pi maintenance-ness. Different spot. Not streaming. Start again. Say it again, Raz. I don't know what happened, but something got lost in translation. All right. We're back up and running. I got to do a little maintenance, like I said. A little sudo apt get update. Yeah, I got another filament review coming out too soon. All right, Sean, we'll talk soon, buddy. Let's take a look at this part. Let me switch camera real quick. This is going to take a minute to work. But so here it is. Printed very nice. It's PETG, by the way, in case you didn't hear me say that earlier. These are my supports. So what I've got to do is I've got to okay, I'm gonna go back over here real quick. Now I've got my updates. Now I'm gonna upgrade. So like I was saying, is this is an 18 millimeter hole, and I have a little bit of a difference in size. So that being said, we're going to do a little bit okay, apparently everything was up to date. Okay, so what I will have to do is oh, I knew you were, Raz, but it didn't. The joke didn't make it across. Sorry, man. I don't like hot food though. So, all right. So now we need to go into a plugin manager, and we need to get the ATX. Get more, and it should be right here. ATX Pi Hat. What's a shem? You bastard. Alright, so what I have to do is go to the home page. No. The GitHub. There we go. I'm gonna have to do it with this. Copy. Should work that way now. Yes, yes. Satisfied? Yes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm gonna try this. Copy. I had this problem before, and I can't. 168.0.14. I gotta do a little quick. Oh, Raspberry Pis. Aren't they always fun? Upgrade PAP. Yes, I gotta. Let me work on this real quick, because I've got. Kill this chat, because that didn't work out. While I'm reading this, I'm gonna load up Fusion real quick. It should be fairly easy, fairly quick. Seventeen and a half. About 8. Go with a circle. We can call that 17. What the? 17.5. Another circle inside that. And we're going to call that 12.2. With a little bit of clearance. And one more time. 8.2. Extrude. 8.2. Just like that. So we should be able to just go over to the body and save as an STL, and we'll call it call it 18 to 12 millimeter sensor reducer. Huh? How do you like that? Okay, so now let's take this guy, move him up there. Go back over to here. Remove, import 18. Nine minutes. Okay, get caught up here a second. Okay, so that's going to get warmed up here in a minute. Now I need to find out why I can't update. Installing. Where's my chat at? Let me find my chat. Make sure. The $33 is what it ended up costing me. He gave me a little bit of a discount, but I think it pretty much just covered the cost of shipping. It is an ATX pie hat. Auto carrot, huh? All right, so giving me all kinds of weird stuff. Okay, that's going to start printing here in a second. In the meantime, I have got to figure out I've got to update something. And I just got to figure out what. Just got to do some research here. Because once again, like I said, I did this before. And had to do a little bit of a workaround on my GitHub. Okay, that's what I needed to build a central Python dev. Alright. Okay, so I'm following some instructions here. We'll copy. Everything's working so far. Copy. Now we got some action going on. What it is there is a program called PIP. I'm not sure exactly what it stands for, but it's kind of like the updating software. And if it's not updated, this plugin won't install properly. So that's basically what I'm doing. And this is Putty that you're seeing right here, this program. And if you've ever worked in Putty, so I can copy, I can highlight this stuff. I can either right click and copy or Control C, and then inside of this terminal all I have to do is just right click and it automatically pastes it. So this is his website, or I should say there was a link to the GitHub instructions for this, and that's where I ended up getting all this. And I'm just going through this list of instructions right here, copying them and pasting them in the window. Successfully installed PIP 18.1. Nice, nice, nice. This should be the last. Yeah, 3D printing is definitely not perfect. Alright, so that last part, at completion, go ahead. Okay, so now I'm going to sudo reboot. Alright, so now we might have some luck. If I can get this part of it working, so it's moving again, it's all powered up. Well, actually, let me go to the bathroom real quick. I gotta pee while this reboots. I've had to pee for a couple minutes now. Okay. Whew. How do you spell relief? Alright, so now let's go back into our plugin manager. Plugin manager. Get more. Now we should be able to install it just like this now. Successfully installed. Nice. Okay, now we got to restart. Now we're in business. Ah. Yes. Proceed. Now what I need to do now is check to see whether or not this piece actually fits, which I didn't do before I went and designed a new part. Fit it. Oops, I got you dangling here. Sorry. Theoretically, that should fit just like that.